Hello, I'm Jane Gregory. I'm a teacher of the Alexander Technique and a member of ATE UK. In this short video, I'm going to be talking to you about how to look down. And in this day and age, we look down a lot. We're looking at our smartphones, at our laptops. And so we're going to just look in a little bit more detail of how that works. Now, if I were to ask most people where they thought the top of their spine was, I often get this as an answer. And that's because people think somehow that where the shoulders are must be the end of the spine. But in fact, the spine goes much higher, and I'll show you where. If you feel for the little bump on the back of your head, that is the edge of your skull, and your spine comes up to meet your skull there. Now, most people point at the back, and of course, that's not actually incorrect, but it's more useful to think of the spine going up to the head here. And that's because it gives you the sense that the head is sitting fairly centrally on the top of the spine. And if we look at a plastic model of a human skull, you will see that the hole where the spinal column goes down through the vertebrae is really quite central in the skull itself. So that means that it's more useful to think of your spine coming from here and the head tilting like so. Now there's a little bit of information that I want to add to that, and that is that the top vertebrae is really quite unique. It's quite narrow, and also it has two ramps on it, sort of slanted areas, which correspond with these two areas on the skull. And that makes it quite an interesting joint because it allows the head a small amount of forward slide. Now that slide means that it starts off the motion of looking down like that. And it means the weight of the head isn't thrown forwards, it actually stays lined up with the shoulders and the hips. And lining up the head is a very sensible idea because the head weighs about 5 kilos or 11 pounds. So throwing it forwards to look at our phones and our laptops is just not a good idea. So it's better to think of the centrality of the spine, and the ear would be roughly here and the earlobe about here. And the other interesting thing that I just want to finish with is that you can maybe keep this idea in the back of your mind when you're looking down, and that is that when the face goes down to look, the back of the head actually goes up a little bit. I'll do that from a few different angles. Face looks down, back of the head goes up. And that's because of this wonderful sliding joint that we have here. So I hope you found that useful, and I hope that you will tune in again. We have lots of videos for you here at ATE UK. Thanks for watching.